Ultra-processed foods do not cause obesity, says US government's top diet advisors in bombshell review of current evidence. Studies have been biased. So right off the bat with this headline, you really have to read into the article to see what it is actually saying. But if you just read it for what it's worth, you're going to assume that yes, it's okay to eat some donuts or chips. And rightfully it is. But if you're on the obese side and if you want to lose body fat, this article is misleading. Just reading through this article, it does discuss what is processed foods. And processed foods really, in the article, it suggests that it's anything that is not available at home to be cooked. So if you don't have some sort of lab-made ingredient, then you suggest that is highly processed. So for example, protein powder is highly processed, but its nutritional density is quite high. But that is classified as an ultra-processed food. Now, does it cause weight gain? You would assume that protein powder is not going to cause weight gain, and it's actually quite a beneficial supplement. But then versus like a packet of chips. Packet of chips is high density calories in just one packet, and it's got a lot of additives as well, and that's a highly processed food. So in this article, it really is trying to define what processed food is, and there is not enough evidence to classify all food that look processed on the outside causing obesity. So they kind of twist the words around on the headline to really get you to notice it. Use your own judgment and critical thinking skills. So not only should you just read the headline, but also from your observations. How does processed food make you feel? You can definitely tell a difference that when you eat 1,000 calories worth of donuts versus 1,000 calories worth of steak, veg, and fruits, it's gonna make you feel a lot different. You don't need to be a scientist to understand that. What is gonna promote fat loss or a healthy weight? It is definitely gonna be the latter, because it's gonna make you feel full, energized, and if you're eating highly processed, condensed, sugary type treats, that's gonna make you want more. It's not gonna keep you full. So it's promoting that obesity type environment. But in the actual article, it is really going back and forth to debate what is processed food. And also it talks about it's the amount of calories you eat that determines your body weight versus what type of food. So this is interesting because as I've gotten a little bit more experienced, older, and a bit more seasoned in the health and fitness industry, I've come to learn that not all calories are the same. Yes, they might state there's a certain calorie density and it looks identical on the packet, but as I said before, the effects on your body are much different. So back in the day, there used to be a dieting method concept called if it fits your macros, and basically your macros are your macronutrients such as fats, carbs, and proteins, and you're meant to hit a certain target of those macronutrients based off your own personal biology. So if you're trying to hit a certain body weight based on your height and weight, you have to hit these macronutrient targets, and it doesn't matter what food source it comes from. And personally, I've done this dieting concept and it does work, but I think people can take this out of context and eat predominantly junk food as long as they get their protein in. That is not health promoting. You can be delusioned to think that you can live healthy this way, even though you look good on the outside, but the inside is where it really matters as you age. And on that point, as you age, the food is going to affect you a lot more differently. I can tell you that from my 20s and now in my 30s, that if it fits your macros does not work as well when you're a little bit older. The way your body processes food is different. That goes the same with alcohol. When you're in your 20s, you really don't get hangovers, but when you're in your 30s, you get hangovers. And with food, you kind of get a food hangover if you eat crap. Calories in, calories out model, yes, on the surface, it's gonna work for a lot of people, but ultimately, when you choose the right type of foods and add in that calories in, calories out model. That's going to give you the best success in terms of maintaining healthy body weight and losing body fat. Really don't take these articles as gospel and look and read into it, and then make sure you use your own judgment based on your own observations and your own critical thinking skills to come to your conclusion on what is wrong and what is right. But this article, if you read into it, it's really just debating about, is it highly processed food or is it not? And it's mainly calories in, calories out, which we know calories are not all the same when it comes to how it affects your body. All right, if you like this kind of content and you found it useful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.